stop governance for any of the federating units, you are denying them of their life. You are denying them of their livelihood. Or the court ought to not to entertain that matter ab initio. Nigerian constitution says if you defect, you are elected into the House of Assembly with a platform PDP. The constitution says if you defect, you cease to exist. You lose your seat. By the mere fact that they have defected, they have already lost their seat. How do you go and present a budget to a man that is not a member of House of Assembly? The fact that they left, they defected, does not mean the non-existence of the House of Assembly. The remainder of the persons there, even if they are two, must continue to legislate for the state until such a time that INEC conduct election to fill the vacant position. Going further, there is no way. This is the 11th month of the year. The budget is already exhausted. The governor is in the mood of presenting the 2025 budget. If you present the budget today to non-existent house, assuming they are not conceding, they present the budget to them. When will they pass the budget? Before we begin to talk about the implementation. That is why I don't want to criticize the court or the judges. The judges ought to put national interest ahead of whatever decisions they are making. This decision, this judgment I'm giving, how does it affect our national security, our national interest? You don't just sit down in Abuja and give a judgment, knowing that that judgment, okay, this judgment she has given cannot be implemented in any way. It's unimplementable, it cannot be implemented. Because the matters Ahmegule is talking about, they are no longer members of the House. And the budget cannot be presented to persons that are not members of the House. The governor is mandated by the Constitution to present budget to the Rivers State House of Assembly. Not members that are not members of the State House of Assembly. The foundation the Abdul Malik used in this matter is wrong. And it cannot stand. It can't stand.
How do you react to that?
The court, maybe that lady doesn't live in Nigeria. Maybe she lives in the sky, that judge. If the judge lives in Nigeria, she should have known that Martin Samehule and co defected. They defected on the floor of the house. Martin Samehule read the defection letters. Tony Okocha, acting APC chairman, then received them at Polo Club. When President Tinubu mediated on Rivers State matter, President Tinubu said they have gotten new children, that it should no longer be an issue for negotiation. They equally swore affidavit in an Abuja High Court to protect their seat. Abdul Malik, I think she lives in the heaven, not in Nigeria. No, every Nigerian knows that Martins and co defected.
As a lawmaker emeritus, what is the process of decamping from one party to the other, to another?
I was in the House of Assembly for 8 years. The process, if a member wants to decamp from his party to another party, you write a letter to the Speaker of the House. The Speaker reads the letter. Martin Samehule and co. Martins was Speaker. Other members of the House wrote letter to Martin Samehule, which he read. It's not about anybody going to his unit or ward or changing card. A lawmaker writes to the Speaker. The Speaker reads the letter on the floor of the House. That's the beginning and the end of defection of a lawmaker. The issue of INEC dilly-dallying in this instant case, that brings us back to the politics of the state and politics of Nigeria. You see, what is happening in Nigeria today is that deliberately the APC government has killed every institution of the country. INEC today is not the INEC that should serve Nigerians. It's an INEC that serves individual interests of the APC. If the INEC is serving the interests of Nigerians, they should have conducted election in this state. 2, I said APC have destroyed institutions in this country. Look at the police. The IGP has retired. Why not allow him to go and the next man takes over? You simply allow the IGP to stay. That has not been the standard practice. Look at the army today. The army chief is incapacitated. Instead of you to appoint a new army chief, you are now doing caretaker, because perhaps maybe you are not interested in the 2IC that should have taken over. Instead of doing caretaker, why not go ahead to do a fresh appointment? Meanwhile, they are busy telling us here that caretaker at the local government is not allowed. But at the federal level, and in an institution like the army, Nigerian army, you are doing caretaker. Where in the world do you see caretaker in the army hierarchy? You see, they have destroyed the institutions of Nigeria, including INEC. If INEC is serving Nigerians, serving Rivers people, serving our citizens, they should have conducted the election into the vacancies. But because they are serving the APC government, they cannot conduct the election. They can't. Till 2027, they won't be able to conduct this election. As to Wike, I have said this severally and I will continue to say it. You said you are a popular politician. You are very popular. Why not go and float a political party so that Nigerians can see your popularity, so that we can test your popularity in an election? Martin Samehule and co said they are popular. They are very popular. They have acceptability in the state. Why not go into an election and see if Rivers people from their various constituencies will return them? What Wike is simply doing here is like the story of the Bible, the Sadducees, the Pharisees, and the Sanhedrin. They are not willing to go to heaven. They are also stopping others from not going. Wike had opportunity to develop Rivers State for 8 years. Wike didn't develop Rivers State. We have a new sheriff in town. Seminole Fobara is here. Why not Wike allow him to do the things he failed to do? Wike couldn't develop the state. Today is stopping sin. My advice to them is that Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Nigeria must continue to exist. No matter the trouble, no matter the disaster they call today, Rivers State has come to stay. It's a federating unit. Rivers State has come to stay. Nobody can stop governance in the state. Not even Wike, not even anybody. Rivers State is one of the federating units. Rivers State contributes a lot to the center. If you deny Rivers State monthly allocation, are you also going to stop the contribution Rivers State makes to the center? If you stop allocations.
So that's where we're coming to. That's where he clearly stated that, okay, if you stop the allocation, which is actually what a share of what you take from here too, okay? Because it's generally believed that Rivers State and their oil is part of what you are earning as your own revenue, so to say. So if you take oil from us, and then you are saying that because of one quarter, you are not going to give us what is due to us, then we can stop you from taking the oil then, and then you don't have to worry of giving us anything then. You know? May I quickly answer you before I continue with that guy, because he said a lot too. I'm going to share the other part of that chat. I think somebody picked, you picked on what I said about America and Israel and all that. Okay. See, let me tell you something. I personally know that the Americans and then the Israel, their arrangement is something that is pretty much like, we never change. In fact, maybe the only war that we are likely going to see is going to be that of Israel and Iran. However that plays out, here you get. But don't get it wrong in this regard. When the demonic rats, when Obama's White House was introduced to Bokwari, everybody knows that Bokwari is such a useless Islamic fanatic that he's got no allegiance to anyone but just to himself and his belief. That is different. So when Donald Trump came in, and he was to sell weapons to Bokwari, he even praised him. When Bokwari suspended Twitter in Nigeria, he gave him credit. He said, well done. Do you know why he did that? Because he is Trump. Sometimes when he, he is Trump, and he's so real, in my own opinion, that it was around the time that this same demonic rat unleashed not just the media, but they removed the president of the United States of America from Twitter. Everybody felt like it was okay. It was normal because of mean tweet, or because of the way, because of all the things he's saying. President of the United States of America. Removed him from Twitter, from a platform. You deplatform the president of the United States. So he can be petty like that. For those who know Trump very well, he can be very petty. And his sort of tweet his mind is not somebody who is shady or dubious enough to, a liar like that, a pretender. He's not a pretender. Like all these fakeless Obamas and co, these evil guys. They deplatformed him. So when he heard that Bokwari, a dictator, wanted to come and buy weapons, of over $500 million from them, he praised him. He said, well done, Jare, remove your Twitter from Nigeria. And a lot of people still use that today and say, Donald Trump, that period. And yeah, don't just say he praised Bokwari, tell the whole story. They said because he tweeted mean tweets. Because some people are like they couldn't really take it. Okay, so Donald Trump, the way he tweeted, he makes them so like they are always there, snowflakes crying every now and then like that. Or you see what happened after. So yeah, but the difference here is this: Bokwari no get any connection to the demonic rat. It was introduced to Obama by the same Tinubu, because Tinubu has been a long time donor to the Democrats in America. Yeah, he always gave them a lot of money. There are many people like that. Peter Obi is also a Democrat. He always donates money to them too. Shore is also a Democrat. I don't know if he donates money to them as well. They are all Democrat supporters. So even until yesterday or until today, Tinubu and his gang, they were still rooting for Kamala Harris. And Donald Trump is a very petty person. That is why I said that the likes of Tinubu won't be protected. Oh, we did take money from him. Or we did give him red carpet. Of course, he will do that. Or protect him. When I say protect, I mean all the rubbish that Bokwari got away with, Tinubu won't. And you don't have to believe me. Just wait for it to play out, okay? Let it play out. Let's continue with that guy.
Collecting the oil from here. Because what you sit at Abuja to share is what you got from the state and the local government. It's because we are not running a true federation. If it is a country that runs a true federation, nobody will be talking about stopping allocation or not stopping allocation. It's the state that should be talking about stopping allocation. Because what goes to the center comes from the state. The Wike realized that Rivers State, that he cannot destroy the country. He cannot destroy the state. He cannot also stop sin. He cannot also stop sin from running a second term. These are issues that has to do with Rivers State. Going further, Wike should realize that a single man cannot make a governor. A single man can make a governor. If you assist a man to secure the ticket of a political party, there is a general election where the people come out to vote. If you have assisted him to secure PDP ticket, are you the same person that voted? He has a single vote. But it's him won by Rivers vote. Going further, you can't destroy your own house. Wike is busy destroying his own house, which is PDP. By 2027, Wike will have no home. Wike and co will have no home because he's busy destroying his home. But God forbid, Wike will not be able to destroy PDP because PDP is not his party. He didn't form PDP. He didn't contribute. He wasn't there when PDP was formed. Eminent Nigerians came together, made sacrifice to form PDP. PDP has come to stay. Wike will come and go. PDP will be there. The earlier he realizes all these things, the better for him. He's an individual. One day the masquerade will vacate the same. It's like we now today. If you go to market, you can't remain in the market forever. One day you must leave the market. At a point in time, you will leave the market. Wike will not be here forever. Whether Wike or no Wike, PDP has come to stay. Whether Wike or no Wike, Rivers State has come to stay. Whether Wike or no Wike, Sim has come to stay. Whether Wike or no Wike, Sim have the constitutional right to run for a second term. And it's still in the hands of Rivers people to determine what happens in 2027, not Wike. Most importantly, Wike should know that he's a single man. He cannot change the hand of time. He cannot determine the fate of over 5 million Rivers people. It is Rivers people that can determine his fate. The earlier he realizes all these things, the better for him. As to Martin Samehule, the game is over, the game is over. Look at their character. Look at what they say each day. Follow up. These are not the character that should make law for Rivers State. The earlier Martin Samehule realized that he has lost his seat and co. The better for them. They can't return to the Rivers State House of Assembly through the back door. We elected them from various constituencies to the State House of Assembly. But they made the decision they made there without consulting their constituents. And because they have left, they can't use through the back door to come back to that same house. They should be prepared for election, if not now, in 2027. There is no room for what they are doing. Well, Nigeria, to the other governors of the country, the best they can do is to prevail on Wike. But you know Wike doesn't respect anybody, including God. Wike believes only in himself. Even if the president talks, Wike won't even take. But the governor should realize that what is happening here may snowball into their various states. So they should devise means of ensuring that the crisis that is happening here do not leave the shores of Rivers State. Because if it happens in most of their states, they will not be able to contain it. Let them come together as governors of the Federal Republic and see how to stop it, to put a stop to this injustice that is going on in Rivers State. The earlier, the better for all of us.
How do you react to the scrapping of the Niger Delta ministry, and what impact will it have on the Niger Delta?
Well, ab initio, I don't support the Niger Delta ministry. Ab initio, I don't support it. And my reasons are clear. You don't create a ministry for a small group of people. Nigeria will have 6 regions. If you create ministry for Niger Delta, it implies that ministries can be created for the West, for the East, North Central, etc. Ab initio, I don't support it. Even the president creating the Ministry of Regional, Ministry of Regional something today, I don't even key into that vision. It will help. We need transparency at the presidential level, at the presidency. We need transparency at the National Assembly. We need transparency at the various strata.
Everywhere and everywhere. He said a lot. But because of that hiccup we suffered from the beginning of the charts. So I'm just going to kind of like, hold it there. I personally, I really do wish and hope that Wike will remain unhinged. Wike will continue to play God. And Tinubu says CBN and the rest of them, they will withhold the Rivers State allocation. Let illegality continue left, right, and center. So that, who knows, maybe the whole implosion can actually happen faster than we are all envisaging or expecting. Because you can't continue like this. No, you can't. Something has to give. Something will give. A lady made a video. This was in Sokoto. Complaining about the situation. How things are tough. Things are hard. People are finding it difficult to feed. you know, all this stuff, and yeah. Like, isn't it? I mean, she didn't even say anything bad. Guess what? The governor of Sokoto State ordered that she should be arrested, and she's been arrested. Sokoto State is one of the poorest states in Nigeria. Sokoto, where you have the Sultan, their governor. Oh my God. It's one of the useless human beings that you can see. After Wike's boyfriend, what's his name again? He's now a senator. I don't know, I just forgot his name right now. So Wike's former girlfriend or boyfriend, you would say. Tambua. Yes, I just remembered now. Tambua. The guy that succeeded him is the worst human being, the worst public health servant, the worst governor you can actually see. There are worse governors in Nigeria, but this one, he actually owned the first place. He held the first place in the worst kind of human being you can see. You have a state with the highest number of the poorest people in northern part of Nigeria. Zamfara is even better than the Sokoto State when it comes to fiscal responsibility. The guy may come up and say, oh, they are budgeting 4 billion for electricity. I say, what does that even mean? 7 billion naira for recharge cards. Like, what? 15 billion naira for food. You want to share food. I mean, I usually come across his videos and all that, and I'm like, how can this one be a governor of a state? Or he's their governor? You know, and I'm not making those things up. You need to go and read him. You need to go and look for his name and search for some of this video. He speaks most of the time in Hausa, doesn't speak English. But his their governor is APC, Ebekebe. So this lady is now, this lady has now been arrested after this video.
Ahmad Ali, a matsayinka na mai hankali, a matsayinka na mai ilimi, a matsayinka na shugaban da Allah ya dora wa shugabanci, a matsayinka na uba, musulmi kake, ka san gaskiya. A matsayinka na namiji, ya za ka ji a ce wani ya tsallako cikin gidanka, cikin ɗakinka, ya kwanta da matarka ta sunna a gabanka, kai ma da zuciya a ƙirjinka, ya za ka ji? Ya za ka ji a matsayinka na uba, namiji ya tsallako a gabanka ya kwanta da ‘yarka? Shin ka taɓa kwatanta irin abin da waɗannan bayan Allah suke ji? A ce a kan abin da yake faruwa a ƙauyukun nan babu wani naka da ya taɓa zuwa ya yi musu jaje. Sabon birnin Gobir ƙaramar hukuma ce a local government Wurno, babu wanda bai san da zamanta ba, domin kuwa sabon birnin daji ko sori babu wanda bai san da zamanta ba, domin kuwa an kawo akwatin zaɓe kuma an yi zaɓe a mazaɓar. An yi zaɓe a mazaɓar. Wallahi tallahi billahi lazi la ilaha illa huwa, da a ce ina ɗaya daga cikin matasan da ke mulkin wannan ƙauyen, a duk lokacin da hakan ta faru Sokoton zan shiga in je mene, akwai gidaje guda 500 da ake da su a Sokoto ana rarraba ma'aikata, akwai waɗanda babu kowa a cikin. Allah ku je ku balla su ku zauna, idan aka gaji da ku a baku masauki. Yan gudun hijira ga su nan suna yawo a Sokoto State. Kun sani idan na ƙauye ba su san hanyar shiga birni ba, su waɗanda suka yi kasa da shigar an sani ga su can karfe 11. Saboda haka kalubale ne a gare mu mata. A duk lokacin da aka ce wani abu na ci gaba ya fito, to yana da kyau a matsayinki na uwa mace ki tsayin daka domin ki ga ke ma danki ya taka wannan matsayin. Dukkan abin da kike gani yana mutum kike gani, wani in kin ganshi kin tabbatar da baki isa ki tunkare shi ba. Wani ma in kika ganshi tsoro yake ba, ki gani kike kamar daga wata duniya zo ba da wanda kuke ba. Wallahi a duniyar da kuke anan yake rayuwa, kawai tsabar ilimi ce da tsayin daka ya nema. To maganar ilimi shi ma akan ƴaƴanku, wallahi tallahi ku dage ku hana ma idon ku bacci na rantsa da Allah ku ba ƴaƴan ku ilimi shine gishirin dadin zaman duniya ɗaya tak a ƙauye wallahi za a taru a bashi ilimi ya ceci ƙauyen baki ɗaya kuma sanadiyar shi wallahi dubbannan mutane sai su tsira in ce mutum ɗaya ne ake yi sanata a state mutum ɗaya ne gwamna a state to mutum ɗayan nan boko yayi babu jahili a siyasa babu jahili a sarki babu jahili a kasuwanci ilimi shine babban gishirin daɗin zaman duniya maganar yancin kai kuma duk mutum
people are suffering. Terrorists have taken over almost the entire state. People are suffering, not just food, though. They are suffering in the hands of different kind of terrorists in Sokoto State. So she was saying something like, you know, how would any of you feel if some people just come into your house, right, to force themselves on your children, on your daughter, on your wives, and rape them? And then